What's your favorite TV program?
My favorite TV program is usually uh, YouTube, YouTube One because I like the uh, I like that because these channels offer a wide variety of information about the world or in about my country. For example, the first in the north side, the first in the north side of Vietnam, for example.
What types of TV program are popular in your country?
Definitely singing and talent competition shows. People really love the drama and getting to vote for their favorites. Also, family dramas that reflect everyday life and touch on current social issues are always a big hit as they resonate deeply with viewers.
Do you ever watch foreign programs or films?
Yes, all the time, especially I love Korean and American series. I always try to watch them with subtitles because I feel like the original voices and acting are much better than the dubbed versions. It's also a great way to pick up a little bit of the language.
What types of programs did you watch when you were a child?
Like most children, I was hooked on cartoon shows, especially those with a lot of adventure and funny characters. I also really enjoyed educational programs about animals and nature, which sparked with my curiosity about the world around me. For example, in uh, when I was 10 years old before in the past, I always watch BP, BP channels that have it and it is a cartoon show. Sometimes it's also the is educational programs that have a lot of characters that I'm very like them.
Do you think television has changed in the past few decades? Or, possibly, do you think television has changed since you were a child?
Absolutely. The chain has been enormous. I used to be just a few channels, but now we have thousands of options, thanks to cable of the internet. And the content has become much more diverse and high quality, moving away from simple entertainment to complex cinematic storytelling.
Has television changed your life in any way?
Well, I think TV has definitely been a big source of comfort and relaxation for me. After a long day of study or my mother with my household chores, being able to put my feet up and watch a good film movie or a funny sitcom is the perfect way to de-stress and clear my mind. It's my main form of escapism.
Do you often invite friends to visit your home?
Yes, I enjoy having people over. I find it much more relaxed and intimate than meeting in a noisy cafe. I usually host small gatherings, perhaps once or twice a month, where we can cook a meal or just watch a movie together.
Do you like visitors coming to your home?
I do, but I prefer planned visits. I like to make sure my place is tidy and I have had time to prepare some snacks or drinks. Unexpected guests can make me a little anxious as worried I wouldn't be able to offer them proper hospitality.
When do visitors come to your home?
Generally, most visits are in the late afternoon or evening, particularly on weekends. My parents or older relatives sometimes stop by a quick chat around lunchtime, but my friends usually don't come until after studies around 6 or 8 p.m.
Do you prefer to have friends visit you, or relatives?
I slightly prefer having my friends visit. While I love my family with my friends, the atmosphere is generally more casual and we can talk about lighter topics. For example, it is about our studies or about our interests. With relatives, there can sometimes be a bit more formality because they are sometimes the elders that
When
we
someone
host.
visits you, how do you usually show hospitality, or entertain them?
Can you say again?
When someone visits you, how do you usually show hospitality, or entertain them?
I think I will entertain them. Sometimes in when some people visit my home or visit my house, there is just some forms of music that can play on, yeah, definitely. That being our question.
When was the first time you took a taxi?
Um, just when I was uh, in my in my in my area, there is a few bus stations. But the first time I had catch the bus, it is when was 10 years old when my mother bring me to go to the cinema that is very far from my house.
What are the advantages of taking a taxi compared with buses?
Um, I think the can you say again?
What are the advantages of taking a taxi compared with buses?
Well, I think the first advantage is that you taking taxi, it is convenient and private. With the bus, you can in the rush hour you can just if you are not early, be early. You can not have seats to stand. But with car, it always has seats for you to stand. And the cost to go by taxi is much more than the cost to go by the bus because the bus is public transport. It might be not costly, not more costly than the taxi.
Is it convenient to take the bus, or taxi in your city?
Not much because in my city a few there's a few bus stations. So if you want to find out one bus station, it's very hard.
What kind of housing do you live in?
Uh, with my house, with my house, I think this is uh,
What do you usually do in your house, or flat?
in my house. I always sleep and eat with Yeah, eat. I sometimes I eat. I don't know, eat with my family, or sometimes I will go out to eat out. And another, I will also study in my room at home. At, on Saturday, Friday, sometimes Friday, or uh, sometimes Friday and Monday, I will go to my teacher's house to study.
Which part of your home do you like the most?
I think uh, I think this is the living room because with my living room, I can play with my younger children, younger brother or younger sister. I will also sing at this place, but also not only this, but also I can have deeply conversation with my mother with in my life.
Do you like to dream at night?
Not much because some night I stay up late, so I want to go sleep early, sleep early. So that is if I have night dream that make me not sleep.
Do you remember your dream when you wake up?
No, because when I wake up, I just remember what to do now or what what to do when I go to school or I have done my homework. So that is why I don't remember my dream because it's not necessary.
Do you like hearing others' dreams?
Can you say again?
Do you like hearing others' dreams?
I think
Why are dreams so important?
with my dream, I think sometimes it's important, but sometimes it's not because uh, because that when the dream can make our brain more creative, you can do something that you don't expect to think about that. But sometimes dream is have some drawbacks because dream is make you don't go to bed early, you just think about it. Or in the next morning when you go to school and you just think about the dream that you have had in the night before that make your study that make you don't concentrate on your study.
What is your dream?
Um, for me, the answer is not definite really because my dream is always changed from now or in another day. It is the others, and I also don't really remember the dream at the when I wake up. So that is why I don't know about my dream.
Do you think you want to learn more about dreams?
Not much now because it's not important with my it's not important and
Nguyên nghĩ đây.
I think it's not
Yes.
necessary for me to learn about it. That is why I think if you are studying much more of dream, that is why you have a lot of free time that you can search about it in the internet or sometimes it's experience.
Do you like flowers? Do you like flowers? Do you like flowers?
Um, with me, flower is just I'm very like flowers. I I love how flowers can brighten up a space and bring a lot of nature indoors. I especially love the fragrance of fresh flowers. It always makes my house feel instantly more welcoming.
What is your favorite flower?
My favorite flower is the sunflower. I love its vibrant yellow color and how tall it stands. It has such a cheerful, optimistic look that always manages to lift my spirits, reminding me of warm summer days.
Do you think flowers are important in your culture?
Um, yes, flowers are deeply symbolic. They're essential for almost every occasion, from weddings and funerals to national holidays. For example, certain flowers are always used on ancestral altars to show respect and remembrance.
What colors do you like?
I'm drawn to calm and natural colors, especially deep navy blue and forest green. I find these shades are soothing and elegant. They remind me of nature and help me feel more grounded and relaxed.
What's the most popular color in your country?
Red is arguably the most popular. Uh, it is traditionally associated with luck, happiness, and prosperity. You see it everywhere during festivals and important celebrations like weddings or the Lunar New Year.
What's the difference between men and women's preference of colors?
Traditionally, it is often said that men prefer natural, neutral, or darker colors like black, gray, and brown, while women tend to be more drawn to a wider, brighter palette, including pastels, and vivid colors like pink or purple, sometimes is yellow. However, these days, those lines are becoming much more blurred.
Do colors affect your mood?
Definitely, I noticed that wearing bright colors like orange or yellow makes me feel more energetic and confident. Conversely, being in a room with only dark or gray walls can sometimes make me feel a little bit subdued or reflective.
What's the most popular means of transportation in your hometown?
Um, in my hometown, the the public transport, it is motorcycle or scooter. They're cheap to buy, easy to maintain, and can maneuver through the narrow streets and heavy traffic much better than cars. They are essential for most people than commuters.
How often do you take buses?
Hmm. Not
How
very
often do you
often.
take buses?
Not very often. Maybe once a month. Once a month at most. I mostly rely on my electrical bike. I only take the bus when I'm traveling a long distance within the city or when the weather is extremely bad and I don't want to drive.
Can you compare the advantages of planes and trains?
Planes are definitely better for speed and covering vast distances, making international travel practical. Trains, however, offer a more relaxing experience. You can walk around, your seats are often more spacious, and you get to enjoy the scenery, which is great for long-distance domestic travel.
Is driving to work popular in your country?
Not as popular as using two-wheelers on public transport, mainly because of the traffic congestion in major cities. Driving a car means wasting hours stuck in traffic, whereas a motorbike is much faster and easier.
Do you think people will drive more in the future?
I don't think so, especially not in the city centers. I believe the future will be dominated by better public transit and perhaps even more reliance on ride-sharing services. People will want to avoid the stress and environmental impact of personal travel.
Would you ride bikes to work in the future?
I would love to, but only if the infrastructure improves. Right now, the main roads are too chaotic and dangerous for cyclists. If my city had dedicated, safe bike lanes, it would be a very attractive, healthy, and eco-friendly option for my commute.
What will become the most popular means of transport in your country?
I predict that well-developed rail systems like metros or modern trains will take the lead. They can move large numbers of people efficiently and sustainably, reducing the dependencies on individual vehicles.
Do you prefer public transport or private transport?
For me, local trips, for short or local trips, I prefer private transport. My motorbike with my family for the convenience and flexibility. But the cross-city or long-distance travel, I definitely prefer public transport because it allows me to relax, read, or work instead of focusing on driving.
Do you usually wear a watch, a wristwatch?
Yeah. No, no. With the watch or which was I'm not often because my mother and my father is my parents is not buying it for me, and I think it will be more uh, not comfortable for me because before I not have one. So now if I have one and I use it or I have it, I will feel uncomfortable because this is not familiar.
What do you use your watch for?
Um, if I have watch, I will use it for see what time is it like now. But I have the computer, so and I also have a clock. So with a watch, a watches is not necessary.
Do you think time is very important?
Um, yes, surely yes. Other question that time is gold. That to me, time is invaluable. Generally speaking, time is infinitely more important than money. Money lost can be regained, but time lost cannot be regained. But some people think money valuable, is more valuable than time. With them, I think they have a lot of time to use, so they don't value they don't value their time.
Have you ever been late for anything?
Well, honestly, I am frequently considered with my school. Evenly, I was once expelled from school for being late for one day. That is very late. And they, and my friend, they also have learned a long time then I was in school. And in this time, I also have a lot of, I also have, my teachers also said why I've been late for the school, and I just said um, wake up late, and they also condemned me.
Do you think it's important to be on time?
Yes, absolutely. It is a shame to be late because indicates not really respecting others. So it's very important to be on time, and especially essential essential time. For example, you go to school. Sometimes you go to the semester exam, and that is very important for your life.
Do you feel that time moves fast or slowly?
Well, it really depends on humans' mood. If I have to wait for someone or something, it seems to be slow. However, when I appreciate cheers moments, time is slipping by faster than a blink.
If you could go back in time, what would you do?
Personally, I think life lessons are invaluable. So if time could return, I would repair my mistakes which
Long nghỉ đi
taught
Long.
me and other things.
Yes.
Do you often do housework?
Yes, I do it regularly. Since I live on my own, I have to manage all the chores myself. When I was older, but now I always had my mother to do something, not all of my house chores. And I try to do a little bit every day, like washing dishes and tidying up, so that I don't have to spend my entire weekend doing a massive cleaning.
Do you like doing housework?
I have a lucky relationship with it. I don't enjoy the actual labor of scooping or dusting, but I absolutely love the result. A clean, organized home makes me feel much more relaxed and productive. So the feeling of satisfaction makes it worthwhile.
Do you think children should do housework?
Absolutely, I think it's crucial for teaching them responsibility and self-reliance. Simple tasks like making their bed or helping set the table give them a sense of contribution and teach them basic life skills they will need as with others.
How much time do people in your country spend doing housework?
I think the average person spends around 1 or 2 hours a day, mainly because many still prefer to prepare meals at home. However, with many women now working full time, there's been a shift towards sharing the workload more equally between spouses or sometimes having help.
Who is your favorite celebrity in Vietnam?
Uh, mm, I think it,
Do you like any foreign celebrities?
that I am fond of Taylor Swift because she is a dedicated and excellent singer, and her song is very energetic that make my life feel more better and more calming.
How can a person become popular in Vietnam?
Nowadays, in order to be popular, besides talent and unwavering patience for us, celebrities must have an effective promotion campaign to be in the public eye.
What activities would you do if you were spending some leisure time at a beach or near the ocean?
In the beach, I usually just uh, swimming in the water because sometimes I will play sand with my younger sister and younger brother. But I think it's not interesting. It's not more interesting like my swimming.
Why do some people like water sports?
You say again.
Why do some people like water sports?
The first reason that pops up in my mind is because people want to be immersed in water, which is due for the hot summer days. Water is also believed that to have more capillary uh, easing our mind, which might explain why people love swimming. Besides, when it comes to diving, surfing, or canoeing, the story is totally different. Extreme sports under the water bring about unforgettable experience with nature.
Do you think the government should invest money in developing facilities for water sports?
Well, I think the government has to focus on providing citizens with basic welfare. If the investment serves for national or international competitions, definitely upgrading would be should be allowed.
Do you think human activity is posing a threat to the oceans of the world? What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of traveling on the ocean?
There are indeed a large number of human activities that have serious impact on the oceans, namely fishing, shipping, oil storage, and tourism. Some of the consequences remain unsolved for many years, along with other activities taking place on land. Human beings are continuously destroying the natural. There's such a wonderful world under the sea, and that almost every human desires to discover. Traveling is a good means to kickstart, however, a multitude of accidents have occurred. Therefore, traveler safety is one of the top concerns.
Do you think it's important for children to learn how to swim?
It's extremely important for children to learn swimming. A number of accidents have taken place over the past few years due to parents' unawareness. Thus, children need to be taught to swim so they can protect themselves.
Do you think it's best for a child to be taught to swim by a parent or by someone else?
Of course, because a child should be taught how to swim to avoid being vulnerable by drowning. However, the parents should also be there with their children to encourage or protect them.
What public holidays do you have in your country?
With public holidays in my countries, I think biggest day are Lunar New Year's because my country is always, I think this is the biggest holiday in my country with everybody that don't work, they will visit their relatives and also go to the um, yeah, and give lucky money when they are others. These days are to celebrate the end of the year. I think this is the end of the year.
Do people in your country celebrate foreign festivals?
Of course we do. We celebrate Christmas with extraordinarily colorful lights and decorations similar to those found in Western countries. It is a grand party when the fun-loving and sociable citizens, whether being a Christian or not, celebrate with gusto. Besides, there are also sparkling lighting decorations on the streets and in front of houses, turning particular places into Christmas area. Usually, the shops will have their signs advertising sales for Christmas season, and the appearance code is a wonderful chance for people to get dressed up.
What do you usually do during public holidays?
Well, I often spend my time gathering with my beloved family and friends, maybe go shopping and take advantage of the sales with my favorite shops are offering, or hanging out with friends and having a good time at some entertaining places.
Do you like short holidays or long holidays?
So options are rather have their own merits. But if I had to choose one, I would pick short holiday. The reason for this is that I can feel more prepared to go back to study and feel less fatigued than spending a week for playing or traveling. The purpose of the purpose and the holiday should be to give people a temporary rest and help them Therefore, it is not recommended that people turn their days off into a long holiday, indulge themselves and neglect their study and work.
Do you think friends are important in your life?
Sure, they play an important role in my life. I agree that friends are relationships chosen by ourselves. My friends accompany me when I am going through ups and downs. I think happiness will be depth and sadness with my heart if they are shared by our friends. In addition to that, good friends offer me valuable suggestions when I feel lost.
What does friendship mean to you?
Um, well, honestly, men of friends is some people that is very important for me. Um, yeah, besides my family, just besides my family, it is my friends. Their friendship is rather cool. But of course, they are likely to break up easily and make up again. And grow up, when I grow up, I always not make will not make friends very revealing, and because others choose friends more cautiously. And friend is some people that is give me a lot of valuable suggestions, advice with my study, with my life, or with my love when I curse someone.
How can be a good friend to others?
I think when you want to be a good, when you are a good friend, that everybody always want to play with you, and I think the first thing that to be a good friend that is always willing to help each other if you can. Another, you always must be kind, friendly, hospitable with them, and not have a lot of conversation about them that is have bad a bad affection on them.
What qualities do you value in your best friend?
With my pet friends, their quality is just like reliable. If your friends
Bây
is
giờ Vi
not
mở vở ra, Vi đọc cho bác từ
unreliable,
bài 6 cho
that
đến bài 9
you
này xong
are
rồi nghỉ.
talk about this
Đọc trong vở ấy.
with your friends and your friends talk with the others, that not good have another meaning. That is very that this person is not our best friend. It is just the friends that is one are really not good, one way to be better, to be worse, to be worse than this.
How do people make friends with others? How do you make new friends?
Um, when I think I met my friends when I was at workshops or sometimes in my school, in my class, just in class. And with any somebody, then I think they will make friends through the internet, the video games, or sometimes they at the public areas they meet each other, have some conversation, short conversation, and then they will be friends.
What are the differences between adults and children in making friends?
The other making friend is very different than is very different than the children. With the other, they just like the friends that is reliable, very kind. But with the children, their friends is only that. like-minded persons. And with me, make friend is not an easy activity. No, because when you are not have a good friend, you meet with a lot of bad person that is very that you will have a trouble. With the other, they don't want to have a lot of trouble in their life because their work is also more trouble. So they want to make friends that they are very quality, very have good quality.
Where do young people usually meet in your city?
In my city, um, it's just a difficult questions because I don't go out a lot. But I think that they will meet in some place that entertainment, for example, cafes, cinemas, or person. As far as I am concerned, I usually meet my friends in the park just once a month or twice a month. And they have comfortable seats and pleasant background with a lot of trees, very fresh. We can chat without being disturbed while enjoy fresh environment in the park. But if the weather is not good, it's bad, we don't go. We can't go to the park. And I will, and we will go to the cafe. I'll go to our house to play video games or listening to music. Sometimes I will play chess. Yeah.
Have you made any friends on the internet?
Yes, I'm keen on surfing the internet, especially chatting with each other on Facebook. I have made many friends via the internet, and in my opinion, they are not different from other friends of mine. We know each other's personal information and trust each other. We often uh, discuss something we are both interested in. The only difference is that we meet online, but not in the real place.
How can you keep in touch with your friends if you two are not seeing each other frequently?
Uh, Everything becomes easy with modern technology. Um, we call each other or send messaging if you two are not seeing each other frequently. Sometimes we chat online and even see each other on the screen with the help of smart camera. We often send pictures and letters by internet as well.
Do you prefer to spend time with friends or alone?
Uh, to me, friends, the best thing that I have ever had. So whenever I'm free, I usually would like to um, spend time with my beloved friends. We often hang out at the coffee shop in the weekend at the park and go shopping about daily issues.
Do you have many friends?
Um, Not much, a lot of friends. I am a kind of person who is fun-loving and not outgoing. So therefore, I have just a few friends, and it's just a matter of time. I have my friends, most of whom are my classmates from my secondary school to high school. We find it very exciting to be friends for such a long time. And for instance, with my best friend is Ngọc. We have been friends for 3 years. From I was no 4 years from I was at sixth grade.
Do you like meeting new people?
Honestly, I'm the kind of person who is very reserved and quiet, so I prefer meeting my acquaintances rather than trying to make new friends. It's me that I know. Rather like I like meet my friends or my best friend, and I think it's just my best friend. And I don't like meeting new people since I have to start on things to get to know those and build the new relationship, which takes a lot of time and effort. That is make me not concentrate more on my study.
What kind of friend do you want to meet in the future?
Mm, In the future, well, I prefer making friends who are better than me both in general knowledge and soft skills. Therefore, in the future, I would like to meet friends that may set the same goals as mine in their careers and in their lives. Besides, those who master in English will catch my attention. Not since English is my favorite language.
Ok, hôm nay Thư làm việc rất là tốt, bây giờ Thư nghỉ đây.
Yeah, well, goodbye teacher, see you again. Good night.
Oh, bye bye, thank you.